Mystic chords. We hope this book helps connect you and your family to those chords and to this great nation's heritage. William J. Bennett and John Cribb. How America Got Its Name. America is named after the Italian navigator Amerigo Vespucci, one of the early explorers of the New World. Between 1497 and 1504, Vespucci made as many as 4 voyages across the Atlantic. He took part in expeditions that explored the coast of South America between Venezuela and southern Brazil. Christopher Columbus had already sailed across the Atlantic in 1492, but he believed that he had made landfall in Asia. Vespucci insisted in a report titled Mundus Novus, that is, New World, that a giant uncharted landmass lay between Europe and Asia. In April 1507, a German mapmaker named Martin Waldseemüller published a book called Cosmographiae Introductio, in which he coined the term America to honor Vespucci. He mistakenly believed that Vespucci had been the first to discover the New World. I do not see why anyone should by right object to name it America, after its discoverer, Americus, a man of sagacious mind, since both Europe and Asia took their names from women, Waldseemüller wrote. Waldseemüller also made maps bearing the name America, and soon other Europeans began using the term. At first, the name applied only to South America, which Vespucci had explored, but later mapmakers used America for all of the New World. Old American Congregations. The oldest Catholic parish in the United States is the parish of St. Augustine, Florida. It traces its roots to September 8, 1565, when a Spanish landing party, led by Pedro Menendez de Avilés, came ashore and conducted a Mass. The parish register dates to 1594. The first Protestant church in a permanent settlement was erected at Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. At first, the settlers used a tent to worship, then a series of wooden structures. In 1617, they built a church of timber construction on a foundation of brick and cobble. In 1619, the first representative legislative assembly in the Western Hemisphere met in this church. The oldest standing Protestant church is historic St. Luke's Church in Smithfield, Virginia. Built circa 1632, and once known as the Old Brick Church, it was founded as an Anglican church. It is the nation's only original Gothic church building and houses the nation's oldest intact organ. The first synagogue was a one-room house in New York City, rented in 1682 by Congregation Sherith Israel, the nation's oldest Jewish congregation, established in 1654. In 1730, the congregation constructed a small stone building on Mill Street, now South William Street. The oldest standing synagogue is the Touro Synagogue in Newport, Rhode Island, completed in 1763. In a famous letter to the congregation about religious liberty, George Washington avowed that the United States gives to bigotry no sanction, and that when anyone wishes to worship God in his own way, there shall be none to make him afraid. The first cathedral was the Baltimore Cathedral, now officially known as the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Its cornerstone was laid July 7, 1806, and the building was dedicated on May 31, 1821. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. The fate of the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of American history. There were actually 2 attempts to establish a settlement at Roanoke Island, just off the North Carolina mainland, both organized by Sir Walter Raleigh.